Continuing actually with the series of videos and lives on the topic of abusive men who are more narcissistic, and how actually they tend to treat women, and what are actually the signs that women can look after or identify and see and notice of this man, so that they avoid them or leave them rather soon than later. In other words, what are the warning signs or the red flags? So, we talked in the last video, in my last live, about abusive men and promiscuity, or the fact that a lot of narcissistic men are actually not faithful, and especially if they have money, but not only. Especially if they're rich, they tend to maintain a roster of women, and it's just their lifestyle, it's just the way how they treat women. And basically this life is a continuation of this topic, and my personal point of view is that of course, just to make a little disclaimer and to clarify that not only abusive men and narcissistic men are promiscuous, but it's very common for those men who tend to be aggressive and violent towards their partners, intimate partners, to also not be faithful. And generally, that kind of man, there's another thing that I mentioned in my previous videos, that a lot of them are actually downloads or use women as a cover-up. They secretly are actually not even heterosexual, and even if they haven't transitioned physically, mentally, a lot of them that are gay in their way of thinking, in the way how they treat women. A lot of them treat the women as objects, as competition, and are envious or jealous of women, especially of their own partners, especially if they're beautiful. And as a matter of fact, the narcissistic men always choose beautiful targets, like beautiful women as target. Beautiful, attractive women, successful women, because they use this as well. They use that kind of women as a trophy women, as women to brag with, and to be very proud of, but not in a good and positive way, but just to show off to others that they are next to a beautiful and attractive woman, because they see women as some kind of tool or object to use in any possible way. And again, in my previous video, I highlighted this, that abusive men use and take advantage of their partners in every possible way. Intimately, a lot of times actually even financially, whatever they can actually take from them and use them for, they would. And they're not like this only with women, of course. They're just opportunistic people, but with women this is especially the case, because a lot of them hate women, so it's their target. So they try to put them down, to destroy them in any possible way, to use them, abuse them, waste their time, and the moment that they cannot use them anymore for anything, they may leave them and move on to the next victim, to the next target. And my observation when it comes to narcissistic and abusive men is that they tend to see women as competition. Let me give you an example. If they're dating a woman that's very beautiful, successful in her career, in her profession, and she's kind and people love her and like her very much, and she gets the attention, not attention meaning from men because she's attractive, but also from people in general because she may be attractive and kind and nice person, everything, like the full package. And abusive men hate that. They really, really hate it. They're so jealous of the attention and the fact that other people like and enjoy the company of their partner, that this triggers in them a lot of insecurity and aggression. And they tend to punish their own intimate partner, their girlfriend, their wife, when they see that other men, women, people in general like her and notice her and pay attention to her and, you know, show a really positive attitude towards her. And of course, this hate and jealousy is very, in many cases, it's not so obvious. So they may come up with different type of excuses. Most of the times, abusive men blame the woman. Okay, you provoked this attention. Oh, why did you smile? Why did you do this or that? It's always woman's fault. So it's, you know, it's a combination of different tactics, abusive tactics and manipulative tactics to put her down, to destroy her self-esteem, her dignity, to humiliate her emotionally, physically, psychologically, in any possible way. And well, that's the definition of having an enemy, not really a friend that you're dating or somebody who really likes you or loves you. So the point that's really important, and another actually telling sign of narcissistic abusive men, are that they see women as competition. They compare with them, with their own intimate partners, wives, and girlfriends. And this kind of competition is not positive. Another example, if she had some recent or whatever success in her profession, he will not celebrate with her. Some of them would pretend that they're happy with her, but still you could see and notice if you're very observant, if women are very observant and look for these signs, that he's not even happy for her, or attributes the success for something outside of her. Maybe her boss likes her very much, and that's why she was promoted, let's say. I'm just giving you examples, and these are real life examples. You know, it's never her capability, it's never her hard work, it's always something outside, and normally they're not happy about her own successes in life. And ironically, I would say that these women that are dating men who treat them this way, who treat them so poorly and miserably, they actually love, or at least they're in love with their partners, with their abusive partners. And you know, some they may not know and realize that they are dating with somebody who actually hates them, but others justify this kind of negative behavior or aggressive behaviors with all sorts of reasons. And it takes a lot of time for some women to actually understand and realize that they're dating with their worst enemy sometimes. and the person that actually secretly or not so secretly hates them. And why I say it's ironic, because you know, these abusive men are actually trying to destroy their intimate partners who actually love them. And that's sad, and it's really that sick mentality, because you know, a normal person who, first of all, is really heterosexual, but not only because of that, but because a normal man who, and mentally stable and healthy man who is attracted to women, he would treat the woman with ultimate respect and care and support her and be happy for her if she succeeds in whatever endures and plans and activities that she has. But also he will be happy that he found a woman or a girl that truly loves him. With narcissistic men, they actually use women's feelings for them against them. What I mean is that they intentionally try to hook her up. Abusive men intentionally try to hook their intimate partners emotionally, to make them attached emotionally to them, to make them fall in love with them. And they do that with the intention to exert power and control over her. Not for any other good reason, to, you know, okay, be happy because somebody loves me and cares for me. But it's for another reason. It's for a reason very selfish and narcissistic. And as I say, instead of like a normal men do and be happy if they finally found a woman who really, genuinely, sincerely likes them and loves them, they see that as stupidity. They think in a different way. Abusive and narcissistic and psychopathic men, they're like, oh my God, she's so dumb, she's so naive. I managed to trick her, I managed to lie to her. So now she's mine, so I can do whatever I want. I can use her, abuse her in any sort of way, and I won the game. That's the mentality. And as I said, it's sad because they are destroying, abusive men are destroying the people, the girlfriends, the wives that actually care for them, support them, and love them.